2023 will go down as the year of many firsts in entertainment, from Rihanna's pregnancy announcement to the Taylor Swift and Beyonce effect to the SAG-AFTRA strike. I mean, there's so much to talk about. That is why we have Etalk Sonia Mangat, who is joining us back on the couch. Hello.
Oh my gosh, welcome back to me.
Welcome back to me.
That never gets old,
does not get old.
You're going through that list and I'm going, holy cow.
I know.
All that happened in this just 1 year.
I know that often happens to me too when we're doing these look backs. I was like, that was this year.
Yeah.
Including the fact that Rihanna was at the Super Bowl. She played the Super Bowl halftime show, and that, of course, that pregnancy announcement.
Pregnancy reveal, just a little caress right there.
That was awesome. And then, of course, Etalk had this huge moment with Rihanna.
Yes.
Let's take a little look at that.
Good to see you. God bless.
Thank you.
Wakanda forever. How is that the one that finally got us some Rihanna music?
I know, it was powerful. I mean, I love Black empowerment. Chadwick Boseman.
Okay, so this was a huge moment. Tyrone snagged the only interview with her.
Yes.
Tell me more.
I seriously, I can watch that on the loop over and over again. Good to see you. God bless. And then the hand out. Like, it just, that moment was so, so special. So you have to understand, at this point, Tyrone has already had just an epic red carpet. This was like his first big Oscar red carpet experience. He got every A-list star that he wanted. So at this point, we weren't quite sure if Rihanna was going to come. So he was just kind of joking around, being like, Rihanna's coming, but they hadn't wrapped the red carpet. And then all of a sudden, she comes out and she's doing photos. And Tyrone was positioned in such a beautiful way where he just locked eyes. And when they locked, she just came straight for him. And he was we were the only outlet that she spoke to. Every single person, he even talked about it after, all the other outlets were like, hey man, that was pretty amazing.
Oh,
like, good on you for that.
Okay, we are also obviously talking about Taylor Swift because I think I ran a story almost every day, at least for the last couple of months.
Are you kidding me? Every pitch meeting at Etalk, there was a story.
Well, because it is the story, and it's been such a big story this year. I mean, from her tour, her Eras tour, to her concert film, being named Time Person of the Year.
It goes on. Life.
Yeah, the economic impact she's had.
That has been perhaps the most interesting thing for me to look at, just because, you know, you hear about this Taylor Swift effect, right?
Yeah.
But then you actually see it in numbers. Lindsey, I'm just going to paint you a little bit of a picture here.
Okay,
so
paint it.
20 U.S. cities is where she performed for the first leg of her tour, right? On average, one Swiftie fan, like one fan, spent around $1,300.
$1,300?
We're talking hotel, we're talking food, we're talking costume, we're talking tickets. Like, that's like a vacation amount that people spend, right? I mean, like, I'm calling it the Swiftonomics. It's the Swiftonomics effect. Wherever she goes, the cities just boom.
Let's talk about the summer of 2023 and movies.
Oh my God.
I mean, Barbenheimer.
Seriously, this is a phenomena that we have never seen in the history of films. Never ever seen anything like this come together.
I love that.
I love this movie so much.
Yeah.
I've seen it twice. But you know what I loved so much about this, Linz? A, you put good movies out, people will go watch them. B, Barbie was put forward by a female director, making it one of the biggest films, grossing over $1 billion. Yay, women go. And then what I loved about this was also the fact that we just learned in Actors on Actors, a series with Variety, where Margot tells Cillian Murphy that she was actually approached by a producer on Oppenheimer saying, can you move your date? And she said, no, I'm not moving my date. You know what? Why don't we actually promote each other? And she's like, and it's amazing that it actually worked out. And Cillian's like, wow, that was actually pretty good intuition that you had. Because this became an event for people. It became, people were dressing up in their pink, and then they were going for dinners. Like, this brought the whole world of film-going community back together.
Absolutely. And we have to finish off, of course, with the strike.
Yes.
SAG-AFTRA strike, one of the longest strikes in Hollywood history, right? That was a huge story this year.
You know what? And I have to say, going back to Barbie too, by the way, marketing. They marketed so well for that movie. And they were so smart because both of those films got it out before the strike started. It was like a week before, right? All of that. kind of all the marketing happened, all the premieres happened, and then boom, strike happened, and there were no more premieres and red carpets. But you're right, this was a historic time for actors, for writers, and I'm so glad this is over for them and they got what they asked for. But it was a really scary time. The damage that was done just from that period of time, $5 billion right across U.S. in job losses. You have to remember, there's makeup, there's food, catering, craft services, drivers. Like, there was a huge economic effect over the entire industry that's actually going to take a little while to recover.
There's so many moments that Etalk has put together for everyone to take a look back. Sonia Mangat, we appreciate you always. And I want to mention Etalk's Year in Review special airs tonight.
Yes, and we're going to dive even deeper into these topics, so make sure you tune in. Don't touch that dial. Do they still have that thing around, dial?
I don't know if they call it a remote now.
Anyways, tune in.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.